Hello, hello, hello. This is Attorney Mike Revlin coming to you from Chicago, as usual, and I've got a mind-blowingly stupid court appearance. I can't believe I just witnessed what I saw. It's wild. I have to give a shout out. It was sent to me by PJ. It's fantastic. Let's give it a look, shall we?
Yes.
Is Duran Williams on Zoom?
Yes, he is.
Can I have a phone number for him? My phone number is not his number.
Mr. Williams, can you unmute and state your phone number? Okay, your attorney's going to give you a call right now, okay? Mr. Goodman, just return to the courtroom when you're done so I know.
He did manage to give his number, but I took it out for obvious reasons.
Okay, I'm going to give him a call right now.
Perfect. Judge, the court can call People versus Williams, time and date set for a probation violation hearing.
Anthony Sorrentino, hearing on behalf of the people.
Richard J. Goodman on behalf of the defendant.
What's your client's wish this morning, Mr. Goodwin?
Your Honor, I've advised my client of his right to a hearing this matter and advised him of the allegations. And at this time, he's going to waive his right to a hearing and enter a plea of guilty.
All right, Mr. Rabsky, how many warrants does he have?
Just the one warrant dated March 10th of 25. He has two dockets.
Did we adjudicate the March 4th of 25 warrant previously?
Yes, Your Honor, we did.
All right, swear the defendant.
Mr. Williams, please unmute. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're going to give in this matter is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and Mr. Rabsky, is he on probation on two separate files?
Yes, he is, Your Honor.
All right, what are his guidelines on each file, Mr. Rabsky?
Guidelines on docket ending 1335 are 7 to 23 months. Guidelines on 2500 are 14 to 29 months.
Sir, state your name.
Duran Williams.
Do you understand, sir, that you're waiving your right to a contested hearing where the people have to prove you violated the terms of your probation?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand, sir, at that hearing you'd have a right to present evidence, examine and cross-examine witnesses, and testify yourself? You understand that, sir? When I ask you a question, you have to answer it.
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you also understand the maximum penalty you may receive on file 1335 is up to 5 years in prison, and on file 2500 also up to 5 years in prison? Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir. If you can. I said, yes, sir, if you can.
Where are you at, Mr. Williams?
I'm at the car wash, sir.
All right, it's very loud there. See if you can walk to a quieter spot.
That was the judge trying to help him. He just told him you've got two charges, each of which you can go to prison for up to 5 years on, and this guy cannot focus on the judge. That's ultimately the problem.
Is it true, sir, you violated your probation and that you didn't have your Tether and so?
Yes, sir.
To this probation violation, how do you plead?
I plead guilty, sir.
Court will accept the plea guilty. Anything you want to say on his behalf before I impose sentence? Counsel, anything you want to say?
Yes, to Mr. Williams' credit, Your Honor, he does have has had a drinking problem. He has completed, in fact, recently he completed a residential treatment program through Quality Behavior Health on February 2nd of this year. He's currently living with his sister. He pays her $120 every month, or every 2 weeks. He's working 5 days a week at the car wash. He makes about $40 a day.
All right, Mr. Rapsky, I recall he has significant credit on each file. What is it?
Yes, Your Honor. His credit on both files is 365 days.
I mean, that's an odd number. I've written down on one file it's 305, on the other file it's 379. Where are you getting 365 from?
I was including the good time credit. This was the defendant we had to look up. The good time credit was counts towards jail credit.
Right. You thought it didn't, I guess.
Yes.
And they wouldn't take him into jail. So, what was the sentence at the PV? I'm going to guess it was Tether, Madam Clerk? Or Mr. Rapsky, you know?
Yes, Your Honor. Probation was extended to September 1st of 25. He was ordered to do 90-day scram tether, zero tolerance, and Class A within 60 days.
All right. So, sir, you can either do your tether time or I'd have to give you a prison sentence. What do you want to do?
Hello?
Mr. Williams, I ask you a question. Answer it.
Can you say that again?
I cannot sentence you to time in the jail. So my only option is to give you a prison sentence, something like 2 to 5 on each file. I gave you tether and you've not done it. So you can either do the tether or you can go to prison. I'm going to give you a choice. Which one do you want to do?
I want to do the, I ain't trying to go to prison. I don't have the money to put it on. If y'all can.
If you're telling me that sir, you can't fulfill your tether obligation, I'll do the prison sentence. Again, up to you. You make the choice. Go ahead.
Oh man! So how long I got to wait to get because I don't have the money to
all right, that's fine, sir. It is the sentence of the court on each of your 2 files that you be committed to the Michigan Department of Corrections for a period of 18 months to a maximum of 5 years. On file 1335, I'll order that you receive credit. I mean, I'm pretty sure what I had written down is accurate. 379. Is that right, Mr. Rapsky?
So in regards to that docket, he had served 379, but with the sentence of 365, he was serving.
How did that even happen? He should have been out at 300.
So he started. He was serving on both dockets at different time periods. So
all
the
right,
14.
I'll give him 18 to 5 credit for 379 days time served. On docket number 2500, I'll give the same sentence, 18 months to 5 years. Is the credit the 305 that I have?
It would be 365, which would include the good time.
Mr. Rapsky, he didn't serve 365 days. He served 305, correct?
Yes, but he had gotten he got ordered to serve the 365, so this is part of where we were having the issue. He served 305 days in the jail, but because the order with the good time 305 is 365.
I mean, I disagree. I don't think it is. I would like you to look into that and give me a detailed explanation of why you're giving them an extra 60 days. I mean, I understood what you said, but I think that's wrong. So
Okay.
I'll give them credit for 305 days on that file. I'll assess court costs on the 2500 file of $175, and then on the other file 1335, I'll assess court costs of $87.50. You're to report to the jail by 7 p.m. tomorrow, sir.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Judge. Could I?
Constitutional right to file an application for leave to appeal your conviction and sentence. If you're financially unable to provide counsel to perfect such appeal, This court will appoint counsel for you. Request for assistance of counsel must be
Why I
made
gotta report to
within
the,
6
why I gotta
months.
report to the jail?
So, counsel, you're to get assigned advice of rights to the court. Don't talk when I'm talking, Mr. Williams. What do you want to say now?
Oh God, I'm saying why I got report to the jail? Like why? Like
Because that's your
you trying to
sentence,
say
sir.
the prison?
Report to the jail by 7 p.m. tomorrow. Next
Judge,
case.
would you like probation? Judge, would you like probation continued in case he doesn't
without
report?
improvement on both files. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Judge, I'm sorry, we were kind of overlapping. Did you want him to continue probation until he reports?
No,
Oh.
terminated without improvement. If he doesn't report, we'll just issue a bench warrant.
Okay. Thank you.
So I still got to report to the.
Yes, you do, sir.
This shit crazy.
Judge, the court can call
All right.
People versus Baxter, time and date set for a probation violation hearing.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, Judge.
Why would you do this?
Well, there you have it. I mean, I've had a lot of bad court appearances. That may be the worst. The judge did not want to put him in prison. We're at a point, I don't know because I don't do this, but here's my guess. My guess is he's done a year, and that's as much time as you can do in jail. If you're going to spend more time than that. So he had a sentence that was more than a year. He ended up serving a year in jail. So now we're at a point where you either got to go to prison or in this case, or go on your tether. His attorney got him a great deal. He's going to be released. He has a couple, things, but if he's released, he's on probation, and one of those conditions is a tether. There's some sort of treatment or whatever. He's got to do some stuff. But he can't send him back to jail, or can't keep him in jail at this point. He's got to go because it's over a year. He says it to him several times. The guy says, I can't afford it. I can't pay for the tether. Judge is all right, fine. You're going to prison then. You are going to prison. And then he overtalks him and tells him it's crazy and swears. All of this, I believe that he did not completely understand what was going on. And it's entirely his fault. He could not step away from his $40 a day job at the car wash for 5 minutes to clearly hear the judge so he could avoid prison. I think that's truly the problem. I think if he understood the gravity of it, he would have done, I don't know. It was wild. And that judge is not to be trifled with. Even the attorney, I mean, they were just calculating like credit. And the attorney gave him his approach. He's like, I think you're wrong. I mean, I've been sitting on this bench a while. I think you're wrong about that. Not even a jerk. Like, you can convince me otherwise, but as I sit here, I think you're wrong. We're doing it this way. So there you have it. He could have been on tether. And now he's going to the penitentiary. Well done.